What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of Game On Garage. On my previous video, we made a list of things that has to get done on the S13. Unfortunately, a few things have changed, and as always, the planes changed as well. I've sold my Volvo, my trusted daily driver, so at the moment the S13 is doing daily driving duties. And because of that, today we're going to make it that little bit more comfortable and that little bit more useful for driving every day. So let's get started. So the first thing I've done to get this as daily driver was give it that complete service we previously spoke about. Let me show you what I've changed. Underneath here, things are looking a whole lot better. I cleaned off most of the oil on this side, as well as over here. You could see a lot of oil coming from our dump valve. So that oil catch can definitely needs to get done. I've replaced the fuel filter over here, the oil filter down there, that was a pain to get off. Then we did our 4 spark plugs, and we cleaned out our air filter, which is looking a whole lot better. Of course, we also flushed and drained and refilled our engine oil, and did the same thing for our radiator with new solid concentration of antifreeze. The brakes, transmission and diff all feel and sound fine, so for now it will do as a daily driver. As you probably saw previously, this car was so dirty and so covered in oil, there was absolutely no way that I could film the service while I was cleaning it. You touch the car once and your hands were completely covered in oil. There was just no way that I could handle the camera while doing the service. But let me take you on today's journey where we get this car a little bit more daily drivable and enjoyable on a daily basis. To help improve the cleanliness of underneath the bonnet, I also capped that plug over there, which used to spray quite a bit of oil over this area. As I'm using the car more regularly now, checking the oil is even more important to ensure the car is going to last me a very long time. Also remember that overfilling can be as disastrous as not having enough oil in there. To improve the overall look of the car, we're going to be removing all these nasty stickers, because unfortunately I am not the real Stig. To make this job a bit easier, you can use a hairdryer or a heat gun to heat up the glue, and then just get yourself some sharp knife or a razor blade and start lifting from the corners and slowly work your way around the car, removing all the stickers. So with the mechanicals and the exterior done, it's time to move inside. And after just a short while, this seat gets really uncomfortable. For me, it doesn't stay up high enough, as it just keeps on falling back, and there's just no more support on the side. Although finding S13 seat replacements is not that easy as I thought. So if you guys know of anything, please let me know in the comments below so that we can get a bit more comfortable in here. Now, driving this car makes me really happy. And come on, it's a pretty cool car. But I think some of it might be due to all the petrol fumes we get from the petrol tank behind. So let's go see if there's any leaks and if we can maybe improve on that. As some of you might have seen previously, we had a bit of a hole here in our rear taillight. So what I've done is I used some masking tape to cover the hole, so you get an exact template of what you need. Then I just used one of these basic red reflectors, cut it out using a Dremel and a file to make it smooth so that it fits the hole perfectly. And just now I used some Prattly clear quickset glue just to glue it in there. It might not be perfect and I might need to sand the glue down a bit, but at least there's no water getting into our taillights now. Alright, onto the petrol situation. So here in the boot we've got our swirl port or anti-surge tank with the lines coming from the fuel tank and I believe a return. Then the lower one feeds our high pressure fuel pump going to the fuel rail up front. Now I can't see any obvious leaks, although I do smell some petrol fumes. But let's start the car so that everything's under pressure, and then we can see if we can spot any leaks. So like you saw, there's no obvious fuel leaks, so I'm guessing it's just some fumes or fuel vapors that we're smelling in the car, and for now we'll have to live with it. I'm not sure how long that's going to last, because this car is not economical at all. Coming from my Volvo diesel, where we used to get like 6 liters and 100 k's, this is definitely a different story. So who knows, maybe there's going to be a new Game & Garage car coming soon. But for now, this one is not going anywhere. We are busy collecting a few parts for it, so stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more S13 videos coming up. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go give it a thumbs down, but at least tell me why and how I can improve going forward. If you're not already subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button somewhere there. It really helps me out, and the more subscribers we've got, the better it's going to get. In the meantime, remember, it's not game over, it's game on.